Hello everybody, welcome to Dr.K.Liu Math channel. This is a question about double and triple integrals. And here is a two double integral questions. First, we can see the function is 64x to the power xx and times y to the power 24. And the other function is 2xy. But the main difference between these two questions is the interval here, which is constant. A constant. The upper bound and lower bound of x is constant at 2 to 1, and the upper bound and lower bound is constant 0 to 1. That means we integrate this along the square 1 to 2 and 0 to 1. This square along this square. And while this is not, this is if we integral, that means the value of y is lie between 0 and 1, and the x is the value of x is lie between 0 and y. That means in the plane diagram x, y, here is y equal to x, then y, this is y greater than 0. This means this one, we only integral along this triangle. This make a big difference between the integration, and this one, for the first one, we can exchange the position. But anyway, I calculate the first step. First, I integrate with respect to x. That means 64 over 89 x to the power 89. Assign the value, put the value 1 to 2 in the function, then dy, and put into, then we have 89, 64 over 89, and then 2 to the power 89 minus 2 minus 1, and oh sorry, I forgot the number, and y to the power 24, and integrate the function of y to the 24, then y to the 25 over 25. Assign the value 0 to 1. Then we got the final answer. 89 times 25, 64 bracket 2 to the power 89 minus 1. That's the answer. In this case, I try to exchange the position because if there is a square rectangle, and we can change the position. That means we can change 1 to 2, 0 to 1, 64x to the power 88, and y to the power 24 dy dx. Then for the first, it is integrated y to the power 25, 64, x to the power 88. Then y is y 25 over 25. And then assign the value. I better to and make some adjust on the size of this rotation. Okay, and this is 1 over 25, 64 over 25, and integrate x to the power 88. That means x to the power 89 over 89. Assign the value 2 to 1 to 1 and 2. Then we finally got our same answer with the previous one. Okay, then for the second one, we have priority to the integration. This we have to integrate the value, the function of x here. Therefore, for the integration of x, that means x squared y. Then assign the value 0 y. assign the value y to the x, then y to the clip. Integrate y to the clip is 1 over 4 y4. Then the answer is 1 over 4. But if we change the position here, if we change the position to xy and then dxy dx, then the corresponding domain we have to change the corresponding domain. For y is 0 to 1 and x and 0 to y. That means y is always greater than x. But here y is smaller than 1. Therefore, if we integrate y first, we have to change the domain to x to 1. And for the value of x, the value of x is 0 to 1. Then integrate this one, y first, then x to the y power 2. Put the value to x, then x minus x cube. And this x squared over 2 minus 1 over 4 x4. Assign the value 1 to 0 and 1 into the function. Then we got that same answer with the previous one. Here I make an incorrect calculation. If we change, we cannot do that if we change the position directly. And this is not true, but here I try to calculate this one. And on the other hand, other side, and we first integrate the y, then x y squared 0 and 1. And put the value y. It is x. Let me see. Yeah. Then this is dx 1 over 2 over times x to the power 2, and assign the value 0 and 1. Then it's totally illegal, right? It is impossible. That is trivially not true here. Okay, hope guys can understand the difference between when we illegally change the position, when we cannot. But in general, if there is a rectangle, or for triple integration, if this those upper bound and lower bound and constant, for example here constant, then we can change the position and in any direction. This is legal. But once the upper bound and lower bound contain the variable which related to the other integration variable, then we cannot exchange the position. If you want to, we have to follow the region which actually the function integrates along which region, and change the region with the corresponding figures. Okay. Hope next time I will do more example on this type of question, and hope you can know more. Okay, and finally, please subscribe my channel. My channel is Dr.K.Liu Maths, Dr.K.Liu Maths-Erudition. Okay, bye bye.